All right, all right. What's going on, party people? Yep, it is that time, y'all. It is that TIME. All right. Let me get. Yep, I see you. All right, let me get this here popping over here. Doing our thing that way. All right. What's going on, Q? We got Tamika up in his house. We got Tamika. We got Q. Yeah, it's Fritter Friday. No fritters. You gotta hold off on the fritters right now. Gotta reduce some of the fritterness that has accumulated within my body. So I gotta work on reducing some of the fritterness and everything, get some of the leftoverness out of there and everything. So good morning to you. I know some of y'all on the California side is still morning over there, I think. So appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Keisha, Shantae. We got T. We got Crystal. We got Mishara. I hope I said that correctly. We got Stephanie. Of course, you know we got our man Q. We got Tamika up in the house. Yeah. And I'm coughing because I got it's hot. It's hot. AC's working and it's a little colder than I expected. The house is actually pretty doggone cold in here. It is feeling real. It's comfortable to me. I like it. I mean, yeah. Pop, his room is doing good. Now here's doing good. So I've never been one to do good with a lot of air blowing on me and stuff. And it makes me start coughing and all that kind of stuff and everything. What's going on, my man Nelson? There we go. Love that suit, man. And we got Willis signing serving. Hey, what's going on? Finally caught one live first time. Welcome. Thanks for joining. All of that good stuff. I got to do one thing here before we get popping. Got to reach back out to this one person because I've been waiting for them to call me and I have not heard anything from them. And I need to get their number and send them a quick note and all of that. So, yeah, things are getting interesting. So hers, okay, that's on the 26th. Let's see here. It said confirmed by the signer. Okay. Let me let. Hold on. Confirmed. No. She did confirm. That's right, she did. I just forgot to update it. So that's done. All right. Yeah, I talked to her. Yeah, all of that's done. All right, so what's going on? You know what? I'm gonna have to turn this fan off because it's making me cough too much, all that cool air. All right, party people. All right. Yep, I know that's not proper YouTube etiquette to be getting up and everything. Whoa. Oh, hold up. We got Jeff in the house. And do we see? Yep. Okay, yeah. Caprinas is going to be joining us on our podcast. Notaries Unsealed. So that's going to be live and popping. Check out Captivated Notary. They've been posting everything over there. I tell you, yep, Eugene, thank you for coming on. We got Jeff, Acme Notary. Oh man, I thought Jeff, you'd be out there in Montana with them, with Bill and Amy and Judi. Cause I know they're doing a conference out that way and stuff and all of that. All right. So how many people you? Oh man, we got 35 up in here. That was quick. Normally we won't be hitting that high number. All right. Thanks for the likes, y'all. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up. If you haven't, feel free to hit that thumbs up. That sends the notifications out to all the other people. Let them know that y'all like what you're watching. Oh, you got to work. Yeah. Yep. Man, I've been working. Even though it's less orders, I've still been out there grinding. Still been out there grinding, taking whatever orders I can take. Real quick, there's a company called Accurate Group. I think it's ACCURAT, something like group. And they do a lot of HELOCs. When you're doing those, double check with them to make sure you understand what ink color, because I just found out today the ink color needs to be black. And it doesn't say that in the order itself. It doesn't say that in the order itself. So that was I didn't realize that. So I did one of them. Hold on. Now this is about to pop y'all for a second. Because I got to change my. There we go. All right, it just adjusted because I had to get to my 720. I like my stuff 720 DPI, not the standard 480 and stuff. But so that with that HELOC group, which is nothing wrong with doing it in black, but I didn't know. And one customer told me, they told me to do it in black, so we did it. Then I asked the next customer, my next one, they was like, nah, nobody told me whether it needed to be in black or blue. So we did it in blue. Then this morning, I had one at 10. I'm sitting there with the gentleman and he said, I put my blue pens down. He said, oh, they told me black. I'm like, they did? So I'm looking back through my orders, and I don't see any instructions in there for black. So he said, let me call them. And then we find out, okay, that's what they want. So when I did my closeout report, I just asked them, see, it's nowhere in the instructions. So please update the orders, and primarily not for me, but really for the other notaries that's coming down the pike, because we're constantly doing stuff in blue and everything. Yes. And the notary success system, man, we are on and popping. If anybody, now I sent out an email last night and some people said they got it. And then I think there was something went wrong and not everybody. So I got to resend my email out to those for the schedule for those coming, because I'm scheduled to do some classes this weekend and next weekend. Yes, even Memorial Day weekend, provided that if the students want to do it. So I know I got something on the 30th. I got 28th and all of that. Everything's been coming along good with that. We had a quick Q&A session, answered some questions for everybody. So that went over very, very well. And I know we have a young lady coming in from Tennessee. She was already going to be, sorry about that. She was already going to be over this way. So she's coming in from Tennessee. Then we have another young lady coming down from Maryland. So if you willing to travel, that's not a problem. So we're going to have a nice time. And like I said, it's only going to be 3 to 5 people a pop. It's going to be only 3 to 5 people a pop. So, we're really 1 to 5. Okay, 1 to 5 people. And we're going to have a nice time going over these documents, getting down and dirty in them, understanding a whole plethora of different things, different ways to deal with closings, what to expect, helping you to develop a system of success for yourself, which is our motto. So we're going to be doing that. Now, with that being said, if you see somebody out yonder there marketing training with the phrase notary success or some version of notary success system, if you see somebody marketing that, they are not affiliated with me. I'm a one-person operation. I don't have anything franchise. I don't have any training elements or teacher elements out there doing anything. Okay. So if you see anybody doing that, they are not a part of the notary success system. They're doing something on their own. And also the notary success system is trademarked. I've paid over $2,600 to get it trademarked. So, and let me share my screen with y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I don't need any. If you see somebody, y'all ain't got to say anything to them. I'll deal with all of that. But this is the U.S. Patent and Trade Office, and oops, my time expired. Got to refresh. Daggone it. I've been up. All right. Going to the test system. There we go. Do the word search, look up. And there you see it. Notary success system. It is. So my name is trademark. Going through the trademark process and all of that. And y'all remember I was saying, and I filed this back in March of this year. So there's my attorney, Andrea Evans, all of that good stuff. So limited liability company, Notary Success System, LLC, that's me. So that is, yeah. And just so y'all, for those of you, if you're ever interested, let me put her information here in the chat. Trademark. You need to check her out. She is excellent. She knows what she's doing. I've been knowing her since when Periscope first started. If y'all remember that app called Periscope, way back then and stuff. What's going on there, Ada? So Ada's going to be coming down. I always forget what area she's in, but she's coming down to the training tomorrow morning, Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So we already got a full class on Saturday. So I mean, we got, I think, 2 people on Sunday morning and 2 people on Sunday afternoon. So we're rolling. But Andrea Evans, if you need anything trademark or want to figure out, pay for the consultation, talk to her, she'll let you know all of that good stuff. But Notary Success System is a trademark name. So if you see somebody out there trying to use it or a variation of it to promote what they're doing, do not think that they are a part of what I'm doing. Okay. They are not a part of what I'm doing. Okay. That's, yeah, they doing something different. And from a business standpoint, one of the things that as a business owner you have to use is your creativity. And you also have to make sure that things that you're doing aren't infringing on somebody else's. So just like Renee, who does the Sustainable Notary Conference, if you see somebody out there using that phrase, sustainable, you got to be mindful that they're not necessarily a part of her. Just like Bill Soroka with the Notary Business Builder, or Mark Will's Loan Signing System, Vanessa Terry, Notary to Notary, so on and so on and so on. So you have to be mindful. Our beloved, great notary trainer, LaShawn Jenkins, the Notary Institution, somebody was trying to use her name, the Notary Institute, all that kind of stuff. So be mindful. People gonna do what they want to do, but I want you to be aware that just because the name sounds similar to what somebody else, they may not be affiliated with them. And as we said it back in the 80s, they just biting off of somebody else's stuff and all of that, and everything. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. And And let me just show y'all this one other thing here. So y'all can see right here, you see this here's the filing that I did back in February 15th, sent to them, and then I paid that amount toward getting the notary success system, as well as Griffin Notary is also trademarked. And Griffin Notary is trademarked. That was like $2,900. Don't ask me about the difference in the price. I don't know. I just knew I had to pay. Okay. So you're talking about over $5,000 in trademark payments that I've made for my business. So I take somebody biting off of my name serious. Okay. I'm just I'm just sharing that with y'all. Okay. But I'm also sharing, that's right, Henrico County. Yeah, she's coming from Henrico. But I'm sharing this with you because as you grow your business, you're going to want to do what you have to do to protect it. And you need to be mindful of people out there just snatching stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we saw that with the young lady with my videos and other people's videos. These notaries out here, these individuals who have become notaries, because a lot of time that's not a notary thing, that's an individual thing, that's a thing that's in that person to do those kind of things. So I don't accredit it to a person as a notary. I accredit it to the person as that person. That's that individual. That's their personality, irregardless of the industry they're in. You know, somebody who is good at money management, no matter what industry they're in, they're gonna be good at money management. Somebody who delivers crappy product, no matter what industry they're in, they're gonna deliver crappy products. So you have to be mindful of that and protect what's yours. And that's why I hired the attorney, all of that. I went through the whole process, and I didn't just roll this business out instantaneously because I saw what was going on. Now, I guarantee, now I will say this. Had this been 2 years ago, prior to the pandemic, I wouldn't have even thought about patenting anything or trademarking anything. I would not have thought about trademarking any name because my mind was like, oh, I can just trust everybody. And over the last couple of years, I found out that's not necessarily the case. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Those two things, about the business, but the notary success system is coming along. You get a chance. Should have started off with that. But and then, if you're interested in the Virginia area, if you're willing to travel, just go to the Notary Success System. There's about 4 or 5 people who just submitted the form, and I'm gonna be getting back with y'all later today. And just to go over so you can understand what the Notary Success System is all about. So it's on record, because a lot of people, they look at the video, but you're not listening. They're going to the website, they're not reading. The Notary Success System. And yes, that's what I say about myself. If you believe that about yourself, then put that on your website. This is mine, and this is what I believe about myself. So the Notary Success System was born out of talking with thousands of notaries that are struggling daily to move forward as a notary. The NSS, Notary Success System, focuses on ensuring that every notary fully understands their state notarial laws and able to confidently complete any acknowledgments and jurats, regardless of the document. The NSS training will provide a deep dive into conducting a general notary assignment or loan closing. If you are ready to move into being a solid and confident notary, fill out the form below and get on the list for training. In-person training, small group, 1 to 5 students. Each student will have an opportunity to conduct 3 to 5 loan closings. Closing docs are refis, reverse mortgage, so forth and so on. 150. Excuse me. Price subject to change because paper prices, because I'm printing documents for y'all. Okay. Now I know other business people like, man, you need to be charged way more. Look, people done dropped some coins out here for other training already. I'm trying to make this affordable. So I'm actually operating off a paper that I already done bought months ago. So the cost is 150, subject to change. Not like it's going to change tomorrow, but I have to put that in there. So if the price does change, nobody can say, well, the price changed don't mean you didn't say so. I'm saying so. And then going here said, remember, this training is in person, not virtual. If you are in the Hampton Roads area or are willing to drive to Virginia Beach, fill out the training interest form below. I will contact you with details so I can ensure you are truly able to attend in person. Because I know how people are. They will sit there and say, oh, yeah, I want to do this. And then at the last minute, hey, I can't be there. Can you throw it up on Zoom real quick? You're not going to okey doke me like that. All right. Okay. So that's why I wrote it that way. I wrote it that way so people will know this is what this is about, because I'm finding out that people don't pay attention. People read stuff and they don't allow themselves to comprehend what they read. And then next thing you know, they're calling me and saying, hey, okay, so when can I get a link to the Zoom training? And sometimes they're sincere. Sometimes they're just saying it thinking that I don't know that they're trying to trip me up and all of that kind of stuff. What's going on, Robin? What's going on with you, lady? So that's what's going on with the notary success system. The whole goal is to teach you and to help you to confidently be able to do those loan closings as well as general notary work and give you real world experience. Okay. The training is not going to be a 2-hour quickie thing where we just hop in and you see one person and then everybody just sort of sit back and just be looking like, oh, and then you go out here and you can't remember nothing. Okay. Now keep in mind, out of these thousands of notaries who I've talked to, over 90% have told me I'm hands-on. 90% of the notaries said, I'm hands-on. I got to be hands-on. I got to touch, feel the documents. And if I can touch, feel the documents, then I get this. I mean, I had one guy argue me down like, I got to do 15 of these. If I do 15 of these, which I'm now finding out that there's trainers out there or mentors or whoever telling people they got to do 15 to 25 mock signings. Well, here's the problem. How do you do a mock signing when you have nobody to mock sign with? And the people who you're mock signing, they don't even know what to do. You don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. So Notary Success System is filling that gap, because most trainers, and there's nothing against them, that's their business model. They prefer to do things. Remington, I don't live in Remington. I don't even know where that's at. But most trainers, they're like, nah, they rather just do stuff online. And it's nothing wrong with that, because they're trying to get the wide net of everybody across state. And be careful of people trying to train you, saying that they're going to train you and you're in a different state. You got to make sure that what they're training you is applicable and can be used in your state. Even marketing, not every state you can market the way somebody in Maryland, if somebody's teaching you out of Maryland, they may not, the way they market in Maryland may not necessarily work in Texas. So there's no guarantee that even if they do it from the bare basics, that it'll work. The way somebody tells you to gen up my Google page, the way they did it in Georgia may not necessarily work in Kansas. Different groups of people, different vibe. Okay. So you have to take all of that in consideration. However, you can probably learn how to set up the My Google business page. You can learn the basics of marketing, but if they're saying do this, then there's a chance that it may not work. Okay. You may have to try to implement it, but just be aware you may have to pull back from it because it's not necessarily going to work in your area. You hear what I'm saying? So, just hit the form on the site and we'll get with you. We'll get with you. Say you new here from Alabama. I appreciate you too. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Miss Reese. All right. So that's what's going on, Notary Success System. It's coming along good, popping. I'm just taking it one step at a time. I'm not trying to bam, today I did one, training, then tomorrow I'm training the world. I'm not okay, that's everybody else. I'm trying to be very, very methodical. And if you're iffy about the training, like, well, what good would it do with the market shifting? I'm getting ready to talk about that now. The thing about the market shifting and adjusting and changing, is that they still need people to do closings. Had 2 closings a day. HELOCs are starting to pop more and more HELOCs, home equity lines of credit. Hey, hello there, Loretta. You know, more and more HELOCs are starting to show up. So there's people who are going to want to do HELOC, well, they're wanting to do HELOCs and they're going to do them. The question is, are you going to take them? Granted, the fee here for a HELOC is not that much. It's a little less than what you get for Notary Go, but the number of pages, or really the number of notarizations, is probably three notarizations, 70 pages or less, maybe 75 at the most. And you could be in and out in about 15, 20 minutes for half a C note. That's not bad in my opinion. And you get multiple of those. So will my my price per signing go down? Yes, but it'll still put me in a position to at least get close to making what I normally would like to make and everything. So this is exactly what I needed. I like 3 hours away. I would try to make space. When you just let me know, Asia, let me know, and we'll figure out how to make it happen. The market is well on its way to, yeah, if it crashes, but guess what? And if you paid attention to anything within life, it always says more millionaires and billionaires are made when things fall apart. That could be you. So you need to be, most of the time, yeah, you said most of the time it's 2 notarizations on them. Yeah. So you need to be in a position to go. And that's really what the notary success system is going to do. It's going to put you in a position that when you get that phone call, when you finally get accepted, that you'll be able to go out there confidently and know what you're doing. I got so many people that are still calling me saying, I've taken training. I've looked at the training, but the training has not taught me anything about notarizations or what to do or what a jurat is or any of that. And I don't know what to do. So there are people who are still doing that. There's still people that don't understand that after the word by goes the signer's name in the acknowledgement form. It's mind-boggling to me because a lot of these people are very, very educated folk who are calling me, but they're getting caught up in the hype of learn the loan docs. And then when it comes down to it, you haven't learned what to do as a notary, and it's messing you up. So we're going to be dealing with all of that. So one of the things you need to do is keep aware and abreast, not knowledgeable about what's going on in the industry, in the real estate industry, with housing, all of that. And there's more out there. I haven't looked at all of the people, but there's 3 YouTube channels that I like. And I'll start off with my favorite. And I'll show y'all here. So my favorite is this gentleman here, Jasper Singh, Minority Mindset. I don't know when he got on YouTube, but I've been rocking with him for a while, and pretty much the whole time in the pandemic. And he's about financial education and helping people to understand. I guess one of the reasons why I like him is because he has long videos, and I like long videos. So I like to run off at my mouth, and he likes to run off at his mouth. But he's educating people properly and helping them to understand what's going on, why it's going on, and how it's going on, and how to take advantage of it for yourself. Just like the Notary Success System, helping you to develop a system of success for yourself. Minority Mindset is about helping you to get financially educated so you can make the right financial decisions for yourself. This is what the movement is, people. It's not about you just following blindly behind people. And he says it all the time. His phrase, don't randomly follow a guy, some random guy on YouTube. So you hear these people and you just boom. And many of you gotten into this business that way because you heard somebody, they looked a certain way, they came across a certain way, they hit the necessary pressure points for you to say, yes, I'm gonna follow you, and then you did, and then you found out, okay, there's a little bit more to this than that. Were they lying to you? I don't think so. They just didn't give you full disclosure sometimes, and you didn't, and you wasn't in the mindset to go get the full disclosure, or you never understood how to, so you didn't. So that means you got to get you. So now you got to adjust and get out here and figure some things out for yourself. So he has a lot. I mean, he's talking about what Wells Fargo said, what the Fed is talking about, why he's not actively buying real estate. The housing market's going insane. Urgent about the investors who are just selling off stuff. There's people out here who are selling off stuff they done bought, and they don't think they're gonna be making money, so they're selling their stuff off left and right, left and right, left and right. They're just doing everything they can to just sell off everything. Okay. So that means inventory is coming in. Inventory is coming in, but then the interest rates are going up. That means the it's going to cost people, and then the price is still high. Then you have companies like BlackRock and others that are just buying up whole neighborhoods. There's a some company that was backed by Goldman Sachs, and they set up there and bought a whole neighborhood. They bought a whole neighborhood for $45 million. Okay. My next one is Reventure Consulting. This gentleman here, I just subscribed to him. He has a lot of great information. He gets all into the charts and the data, which is what I love. I really love. That's my thing. I love those charts and datas. Let me see if I can show y'all. I don't know if he put it on his community tab. He did at trying to see a couple of days ago. Here it is. Here it is. This is what's going on out here, people. This is what's going on out here. Somebody's buying up a whole neighborhood for $45 million, buying up a whole community. You see what I'm saying? A whole community. This is the stuff that's going on out here. However, if they decide they want to dump those properties and start putting them back on the market so individuals can buy them because they're not making money, because they want to buy these properties and then they want to rent them out. And if you got people out here, after a while, they're like, you know, we're not going to make any money like we thought, so we need to get rid of these houses out of our portfolio. And you see the date, May 11th, 2022. Those houses come on the market. They got to have a notary. They got to have a notary to do the closing. I wonder who is the notary. Is it one notary that signed? I mean, just imagine the notary who has to do this closing for $45 million. You sit there. They bought these houses for $45 million, a whole community. Imagine being the notary for that. Oh, I would love that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would love that. I would love to be the notary for that. I get paid on that one. I'll be like, yeah. Now that's where you talk about your price going up, you know, and everything. You sitting there, is it one document, or I mean, just imagine how many houses you gotta sit there and notarize, or do they bring in a team of notaries and everything? And then hopefully they don't bring a whole team of notaries in there and only pay them, 10 cents and all of that. But that's what's going on. And then this gentleman here, Scott Walters, he's cool. His videos are fairly short, much shorter than mine, but he's calling it like it is. This one here is about the sellers rushing to the market. The people who are trying to sell properties are trying to hurry up and get them sold. So don't be surprised if you start seeing an increase in purchases and sales in your area, because they're trying to get these things sold before this recession hit. Or really, we are if there's a recession, we're already in it, because the recession starts 6 months prior to when they announce it. And that and Jesper talks about that all the time. So they're trying to get this done. It's talking about the foreclosure, all of this here. Home prices are falling, all of that. All of these things affect what we do. And what my goal is to help you to be ready and prepared for it by being a great notary. So I don't apologize for my stance and my mindset and my attitude toward notaries doing stuff correctly, because this ain't the time to be worrying about trying to impress people with your in-depth knowledge of each individual document. There's going to be times they be like, look, you need to just shut up, sign these documents. You just make sure that legally that's who he is, legally that's who they are, everything is kosher, and then you sign and you keep it going. They don't have time to be sitting there with you trying to be the Vanna White of notary closers and sit here and like, well, let me flip this page over for you so you can see what if they've gone through and educated them and talked to them about this. And if you're dealing with investors, okay, hear me out now. If you're dealing with real estate investors, not the regular consumer, not the regular homeowner, the real estate investor is not about sitting here and listening to you give them a spiel. Okay. And I know a lot of companies, some closing signing companies are like, man, see, we don't like Griff because, he's talking about not giving this particular aura or this particular environment, with the explaining of the documents. I'm not saying you can explain the documents, just make sure you know what you're doing when it comes to the notarizations. And y'all know I've said that repeatedly. But when you're in a situation, as I did the video called Read the Room, when you're in a situation where these folk they trying to get this stuff done. You got an investor who's coming in. It's a purchase. It's what? Let's just say 25 pages, and they just want to sign and keep going. They ain't got time to be hearing your mouth. The real estate investor who's a millionaire or trying to be a millionaire, and then here you are, 100 air. Yeah, that's it, 100 air. And you're like, yeah, you need to, one minute, let me explain it. He's looking at you like, look, either you're going to sign these documents and stamp them or get out the way. So when people are trying to do deals, they trying to move it. They trying to move it. And you can't allow, no, I can't do that. And you can't allow yourself to get in their way. You guys tell them, nope, not available. So that's one of the things you have to understand. So when you understand what's going on in the real estate market, it helps you understand, or it helps you to, what's the best way to say it? It helps you to manage your expectations. It helps you to manage your expectations in the business. A lot of people are stressed right now because they don't understand the business. A lot of signing company owners don't really understand the business. A lot of title people don't understand the business. So when you don't understand, as they say, the ebb and flows of the business, it will stress you out. And that's with anything in life. When you don't understand why somebody is doing what they're doing, why somebody is acting the way they're acting, you don't understand that this is a part of the process, it can stress you out. It will stress you out. And you'll be like, what is going on? So you're sitting here at work, and then all of a sudden your boss starts, coming down, like, getting on you, everybody for what time they come into work. And you don't understand that, okay, well, there's an inspection coming up, and they need, it's an annual inspection, and that's just a part of the business. And they need to make sure everybody's showing up on time and leaving on time and punching out and doing this, that, and the other. But when you don't understand certain workflows, environments, like with the doing government contracting, they actually, come and check to see if you've done your time card right. And if you don't understand that, and I didn't at the time, I was a pain in the butt. I'm like, why y'all bothering me? I'm sitting here trying to work. And they're like, yeah, we need to sit there. And I had to answer questions and all that. And it irritated the heck out of me. Now, once I understood the process, then I was able to be more cordial. But nobody explained it to me up front. And that's what I'm trying to do with this channel. I'm trying to help you to understand what's going on in the notary world and how it's affected by the mortgage industry across the board, which reminds me, and yes, man, I gotta keep forgetting to send her the email to get her on the program. So I'm gonna make sure I do that this weekend. But it's a young lady, I gotta get with her. She's a former or current mortgage processor, underwriter, and she has some good information that she needs to share. So if you're listening, lady, yes, I remember I forgot. Okay. No excuses. I forgot, got busy and forgot. But okay, there she is. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So is that her? Is that the lady? I can't remember if Sunset is the lady who I was talking to. I can't remember. That's bad. I'm supposed to connect somebody, and then I can't remember who it is. It's in my notes. I got notes here on that stuff. But yeah, in some cases, and that's what was going on in that 2008 mortgage crisis. So let me help you out. And I know title companies listen to what I'm, watch my channel. My goal with the Notary Success System and what I'm trying to do is what I feel that no other company is out there doing, which they're going to probably start trying to do now, which is to ensure that the notaries understand what they're supposed to do at the closing table and how not to screw the closing up, how not to bail on them, because y'all know that's a problem. The notaries will just sit up there and just walk out, all of that kind of stuff. Even with my HELOC this morning, I get there, the guy wasn't there. His wife was there. She let me in. I sit down, and he was about 20 minutes late because he had to go. He wanted, not he had to go. Well, I guess you could say, but he wanted to take his son to school, or maybe his son wanted him. Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And this what I'm doing. It can't, some of it can be, a very little bit of it can be done online, but it needs to be done face to face to really help notaries out. But what I'm trying to do, title companies, and like today I had to deal with the guy being late. I just sat there, got it all done. They came out talking about, oh no, it has to be black ink. I'm like, okay, nobody told me, but hey, let's figure it out. We got it figured out. The bottom line is, one of the problems that they had with the 2008 mortgage crisis was the robo signings. And they had notaries in there that were just sitting there signing and stamping documents. I guarantee you people weren't changing the venues. I guarantee you they weren't filling out notarial acknowledgments correct, all of that. And that's what the goal of my business is, to fix that in this industry. Okay. I'm not concerned about you fully knowing and understanding the documents and being able to show people the who and not the what and the where, not the why, and the up and not the down. You'll figure that out. What you need to know is how to do what you've been commissioned to do. What you need to know is how to do what they're paying you to do. Now, if a company is paying you to explain the documents, then you need to work with that company to make sure you understand how they want you to explain the document versus how some notary trainer told you to explain it. That's the difference, because what the notary trainer may say may not coincide with what the company that's paying you. Know what I'm saying? The company that's paying you, they may want you to do things a certain way, and nope, that's on Saturday. I got training. Can't do that. Hold on. And a lot more debt settlements have been coming through in my area for half a C note and everything. So those of you in my area, if you're trying to get started, you see a debt settlement, take it. Okay, take it, do it, make you some money. Okay, right now it's about making money, not about bragging about it. And then also, don't even tell nobody that you're doing this stuff. At least not on Facebook. Don't go on social media in those groups telling people, because all they're gonna do is make you feel bad about it. But that's what we're supposed to be doing. So that's the goal of what I'm trying to do. And if you are understanding how things are supposed to be, you understand your laws, you understand how not to get bullied into notarizing something that you shouldn't be notarizing, something that's not correct, somebody that doesn't have the proper IDs. I mean, I still have people trying to give me birth certificates and marriage certificates, all of that stuff, to say that, hey, I am who I say I am, trying to provide me photocopies of their ID because they don't have the ID. All of that stuff is wrong in accordance with Virginia state law. Know what I'm saying? In accordance with Virginia state law. I don't know what the other laws say for other people's state, but that's where you come in to follow those. Okay. And most notary trainers aren't going to teach you or educate you on those laws. So that's up to you to get a handle on. And if you are able to do that, then you'll be fine. But if you don't do it, you could end up getting yourself in trouble. And yes, by you trying to be a stickler for doing things correctly, it can open you up for not getting certain business. But if the company that you're dealing with doesn't want you to doesn't want to do business with you because you're trying to do things correctly in accordance with your state law, not in accordance with them saying, I've been doing it for 40 years, yes, you can miss out on business. You can. I think even now I've missed out on some business because some of the newer signing companies are like, oh, they look at my channel and they're like, I don't know if I like Griff, because he's not going to act the way we want. But see, what people have to realize, I'm 1099. I'm not an employee, and none of us are. And as 1099, we operate under certain rules and guidelines, so we can't operate as an employee. Whereas we, as a 1099, they give us a task and we have to make sure it happens. You can't demand and dictate that, oh, you have to do it this way. We have to stay in compliance with our state laws, but you have to be careful about what you tell a 1099 that they can and can't do, they should and shouldn't do, because if you go, because you can cross that line, just like we don't want to cross that line of unauthorized practice of law. Employer doesn't want to cross that line of treating a 1099 like they're W-2. Okay, look it up yourself. Okay, those are real things, and you have to, hey, what's going on TXB for you? And you have to be mindful of all of that. And that's what I've learned about business. You gotta keep things correct. If you don't, it can blow up in your face really fast, because you're just trying to be people pleasers, and that's not what we've been commissioned to do. We are not commissioned to be people pleasers and everything. So what else? Let me see if anybody, which I know Caprinas or Q probably hop on and everything. But just to do, as they say, a reset, earlier I talked about the fact that let me put the link to hop on if anybody wants to hop on, got any questions, whether it's about the notary success system. I'm not going to answer questions about the usage of my name, my business name, or the potential unauthorized use of my name and all of that. But I did a little brief thing about, if somebody's out there using my name or using anything similar to Notary Success System or Notary Success Sorrow and all that kind of stuff, they're not affiliated with me. Okay, they're not affiliated with Griffin Notary or the Notary Success System whatsoever. No, I have not given anybody any leeway to say, hey, go replicate this in another state or any of that. So if they're out there doing that, they're doing that on their own volition, and they may be doing it illegally. But that's for my attorney to figure all that out and stuff. And remember, I told y'all up front that I was going to be trademarking my name and all of that stuff. So I gave people fair warning, but sometimes people don't listen. They just, people get greedy. They get a little lazy. They don't allow themselves to stay as creative. And then they will say, oh, okay. And they want to, sort of bite off of somebody else's thing and run all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I got my bases covered, so and I'm just sharing that, because I don't want y'all thinking that, oh, okay, let's just say somebody say, yeah, Notary Success Loan Doc training. Well, that's what I'm doing. But, or Notary Success training, and they're doing it for $75. So you're thinking that, oh, okay, well, shoot, Griff be charging $150. I'm a man, that's half price and everything. What time, big man? Okay. And then next thing you know, they teaching you something that I ain't, so I don't want y'all thinking that them is me and me is them. It's not, okay? It's not. And so, okay, pop up. Okay. Oh, my man Jeff done popped up in here.
Hey, I checked your website. It didn't come up.
I see you now.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
So I checked your website. It didn't come up.
With Notary Success System, unless I typed it wrong. I'll be typing bad sometime.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah. Okay.
All right, I just put it back in there again. Hopefully I typed it in there correctly this time. Or better yet, I will just copy and paste it from the site itself. See, that's one of the problems of me being able to type like 40, 50 words a minute is that I will get, and then I got all these daggone S's in there.
Yeah, I thought I started doing that. I'm like, he must have mistyped something. I think, no, he didn't. He typed it all out. So yeah.
Yeah. So this is it. So what's going on, party people? Jeff, what you got going on, man?
Oh, I'm getting ready to go to a closing, but I do have some things going on here coming up in the next few months. I'm gonna send you a message because I want to get you involved. So
okay,
I'm just warning you.
No
So
problem.
I don't want to say too much because it's not ready.
Yeah. No, I know, man. You know me. I take my time getting stuff rolled out. Want to make sure that it's ready, it's right, and stuff. That's why after my 3:30 appointment today, I'm not taking any other appointments, no house inspections, because I got training tomorrow with 4 or 5 people, and so I got to get stuff set up with that. I got to finish printing documents, getting everything together. So I probably ain't going to bed till about 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah. So once I get these bad boys, these documents shipped out, I'm gonna be nose to the grindstone for probably from about maybe 6 p.m. this evening till about 2, 3 in the morning. I'm trying to be done by midnight, but knowing me, I'm going, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, and everything. So yeah. So I'm gonna try. And then I had a house inspection today that ended up getting canceled because when I got there, the guy had some contractors there that was all over the place. So I got to do that tomorrow afternoon and stuff. So yeah. And again, real quick, if anybody else that's coming for training, if I sent y'all an email, reply back, let me know that y'all got that email, because when I went to go double check, I didn't see it in my sent folder, but yet a couple of people told me they received it. So, but I'm gonna be resending it out after this is over. Yeah, everything. So did that. So what's been going on in California, man?
Oh, things are happening. Actually, works. I've gotten a few loans coming down the line, so which are it's kind of rare for now. So yeah, it's it's not. I think I'm up to maybe 10 loans for the month so far.
Gotcha.
So, but it's I have other things happening, so it's I'm busy, not with the loan signing part of it, but just doing other things that I'm working on. So I'm kind of excited about the next few months that are coming up, and I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
You do websites too?
Yes. Yep. Yep. I do websites. Me and Q actually been working together on that because I do the hosting, and then Q, he does a lot of the design part, but I also can design them too if I have time, or I help people to do that. And then that's where Q comes in. So me and him have been partnering together to get that done. So what you need done for me?
I don't need anything done yet.
Okay.
I'm just keen. I don't want to say anything right now. But knowing that you do that with Q, I'm going to get with Q and you, and now we're going to do something together. I don't want to say anything right now.
Gotcha.
Knowing that you do that.
So yeah, when you're ready, let me know, because I do hosting and all of that. So once you're ready, let me know. I can go ahead on and get your domain name reserved.
I don't need a website hosted. It's something that's related to website stuff. It's I don't want to say anything here.
Don't say
on your
anything.
show.
Don't say anything.
I'll get together with both of you. I'm going to send you some private messages, and we'll see if you want to go down this road that I'm on.
No problem, man.
So,
No problem.
Cool.
Now we got to ask Q to do something, and he know what I'm getting ready to ask him to do. Come on, y'all. We got to unveil the new Q. He done cut the locks off.
It's all gone.
My man done cut the locks off.
I gotta keep the hat on.
Yep. I got my trim up yesterday. The wife trimmed me up and everything last night. Q got his locks. Jeff always got his hair perfect.
No, I don't. No.
Jeff, do you wake up?
I'm ready for a little trim, you know. So I don't have I don't have a lot of hair, you know. So
is my mic on?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. What's going on, Q?
I'm just saying, what's up? Hello. How is everybody?
Oh man, we good, man. We are doing good. Yeah, we doing great, man. Look, I'm loving it, man. Things are gonna be changing. I mean, yes, people are freaking out about the housing market. Who's gonna be able to buy? Who's gonna be able to sell? You know, and what I'm learning this go around with it, because see, I didn't pay any attention to the 2008 stuff at all.
Right.
But with this go around, I'm paying a lot more attention, and what I'm noticing is that they are really all right, my man Jeff. I just say you gotta go. Peace out, man. You know what I'm noticing is they're more everybody's really concerned about the consumer, and I get it because with the housing prices going up, the rent prices going up, you know that can open the door for a lot of homelessness, people being displaced, and all of that.
Right.
And unfortunately, there's nothing really us as notaries can do to make more houses available and all of that. But what we can do is when we are doing the closings, we do them right. And we're there and we don't overstep our bounds. And if we see something that we truly think is wrong or not correct or illegal, the NNA gives us training on how to deal with that. Okay. So it's not our job to try to fix the problem. You know, a lot of people talk about saving the closing. Well, I'll be honest with you. The number one way that I end up saving the closing a lot of times is being patient. Because today the guy was 20 minutes late. I could have been very impatient and just walked out. I'm like, oh, you ain't here? I'm out. Right. But even if I got a closing afterwards. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna get this done. Waited for him. He came in. We had a nice conversation. We were chatting it up, and that made them much more relaxed. And then that means that company is going to hear a good report about me, which means they'll be more willing to give me more work. So our patience, our willingness to just hang in there with these people, that is going to separate us and close the deal, because everybody's talking about us. It is not our job, in my opinion, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, somebody, for us to try to physically, as a notary, to secure the deal or to make sure the deal gets closed. That's not our job.
No, you're absolutely right. That's not what we're there for. Because
we don't know what's going on. We don't know the history of it. And I get that title companies and signing companies, you know, they want these deals closed because that affects their bottom line financially. I understand that. But I'm not educated to the point of that. And no one out there is educating us to be able to really be a true closer. It's not, and I will say this, I don't think there's no notary that wouldn't be willing to do it. We just have to be properly educated. But it's easy to do that when you're working with one or two companies. But when you're mobile like I am, and you are, and others, and you're not sitting in a title office all day, and you're not learning their process, not just the documents, but their full process, it's hard for you to sit here and be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna help close the loan. I'm gonna make sure these people understand so they can sign. You have to be properly educated and trained.
But even that would be stepping outside of what we've been commissioned to do, because we've said this before, we have to remain impartial. So if we're coming in there saying that, yeah, we're going to close this, that means that we're taking on some type of responsibility to making sure that the documents are completed, which means that we're no longer impartial to what's going on.
Correct.
So, yes, you're right. But at the same time, looking at our commission, we technically shouldn't be doing that.
Correct.
That's my take on it. If you're going to venture off into that, do that at your own risk. Know the responsibility that you're taking on doing it, and get educated properly. Don't just step into the role thinking that you're going to do it. But I myself, I'm staying away from that. I don't think it's needed, and I've been successful without having to provide it. So, why add on more responsibility that's not really being required or requested?
Correct. And Michelle, I just got your email. Go to the site, sign up on the Notary Success System, and fill in the form. Yeah, do that for me. Okay, I got your email and everything. And then somebody also commented, just hit me up asking, can this be done virtually? I said, right now it's not. You might have just popped in, but not doing it virtually right now. Okay. If you want virtual, you really look at my loan doc videos that I got out there. But that's really where the virtual part, because what I'm talking about doing is actually having you do a loan closing. Okay. And that can't be done virtually. I know people are trying to do it and they're going over the documents, but I'm talking about you physically have the documents in hand, notarizing the document, fake notarizing. I got a fake notary stamp, it just says notary on it, but going through the process, all of that. Okay. So that's what I'm going to be having you to do. And it can be a reverse mortgage, loan mod, debt settlement. It could be a VA. It could be a FHA conventional. It could be sellers, buyers, HELOC. It's so many out there, so you can get comfortable seeing the different ways these documents are and getting your mindset in the right frame direction, so you can be able to handle yourself when you're out there by yourself. Because a lot of people haven't been properly educated on that regard. Okay. I even had sorry about that, y'all. I even am talking and not drinking enough water. But I even had a young lady hit me up asking me about her train. She took training, all of that, but none of the training taught her about the notarizations, and she was stuck on that. And I gave her a brief overview about it, told her to check out my video, and I think she's going to be fine. But this is what I'm trying to fix, a issue that we currently have. And all of y'all have said this over and over again in all of these different lives and Clubhouse and everywhere, because y'all hear the people fussing about it inside of these private chat rooms and Facebook groups, that they actually are going to the signing, getting the document signed, but they don't notarize it there because they don't know how to notarize it. They run home with unnotarized documents and hop on Facebook and start asking questions about how to notarize the document. Now, at this point, almost every single one of you, all 46 of you that's in here, are probably saying, and those who looking at the replay are like, man, that's crazy. Why? I would never do that. Okay, that's you, but there's a lot who are. There are a lot who are, and you know it because you see it every single day, and nobody is addressing that issue, because that's not an issue sometimes that can be dealt with virtually.
Right.
And it's not a whole lot of money involved in doing the small groups one-on-one type of thing, because everybody wants to throw out a big net and get as many bodies as they can, so that they can increase their revenue, so that they themselves don't have to do as many closings. See, I'm still doing closings. I'm still going to be doing my closing. Okay. Whether, and that's my bread and butter. The training, okay, that'll be nice, but I'm still going to do my own closings, because when you start relying on people for your revenue, that can be a little iffy sometimes, because all of a sudden people are like, well, I'm gonna do my own training. I'm gonna do it, and that's fine, and I'm all for it. But for those who need it, I'm gonna provide it. So that's what it's all about. But this market is prime. Oh, I'm glad. Also, y'all, they came out and said, and I meant to really lead off with this earlier. They came out and said that the Federal Reserve, and that's why you got to go look at them 3 channels that I posted up there. And I will start putting their YouTube channels in the chat. But one of the things that they said was that the Federal Reserve, the people who controls the money printing and all of that, the Federal Reserve said that they're trying to they're asking employers to implement a hiring freeze along with a wage increase freeze. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about, oops, I'm clicking the wrong buttons. They are talking, look at them 3 channels. 2 of them talks about that. The Federal Reserve, Ben Bernanke, I think it, or no, Jerome Powell, whichever one of them it is, because Ben Bernanke was it. They're talking about telling to control inflation. They're saying don't hire people. Don't hire. They're trying, because unemployment is a little too low. They want unemployment up a little bit more. And then they're saying don't continue to give increases in salary. So they're talking about a hiring freeze and a salary freeze, which means what, people? Folk are going to be rolling. So we got folk rolling out of the notary stuff. Then going to be folk trying to roll back in.
Yep.
And that means you need to have your act together so you can compete with them. So just imagine that those people are former notaries or notary, and they are just, let's just say they better than you. They understand how to be a notary right off the bat. And now you got 15, 20,000 notaries coming into this game who know what to do, that ain't really got to be trained. They just need the opportunity. And you sitting up here with all of this other mess about you ain't paying me unless I ain't getting up off my couch for this, that, and the other. And these people coming in saying, look, I'm just trying to make some cheddar. Now you're competing with them. Guess who's going to get selected and who's not? So that's why I'm trying to help y'all to get to where you need to be. That's what this is all about. And that's why I keep asking y'all, look at my YouTube videos. I'm training y'all. I'm teaching y'all some great stuff on there. Look at the videos, allow yourself to learn. And I'm telling you, you're going to move forward in this. And so you can get ready for the next wave. And then if you're talking about opening up a training company and all of that, I'm telling you, there's my lady Tiffany. I'm telling you, my first student. I'm telling you. If you're trying to open up a training company, my gut feeling is this. The people that come into this business this go around, they ain't going to be putting up with y'all giving them lackluster notary education. They're going to be holding your feet to the fire, because there are dozens of thousands of people who pulled out and have told people the truth about this industry and the truth about these folks giving all this here fake stuff and lists and all of that kind of stuff, or companies that aren't even valid anymore, that's not even in business. You're going to have to come with your game, your A game. You got to come right and exact. That's why I'm doing things correctly the way I am now, because I'm looking at the future. I'm not looking at the here and now. The here and now that I'm in, I was looking at that 4 years ago. And what I'm doing now is for the next 4 years. So if you're trying to stay in this business, it's time to get it right, and to get it right now. And those title companies and those signing companies, I know some of y'all, have looked at me and think that I'm trying to help this industry out, and you know it. But the way I'm coming about doing it and the way your mindset may be about it, you're going to have to adjust and change so that you can stay relevant and that you can work with some great notaries and get these notaries to the point where they need to be at. Okay. It's not about just controlling people and making people do what you want them to do so you can get your money, because I'm telling you, somebody's going to slip through the crack and they'll blow your whole operation up. Metaphorically, YouTube, they'll mess your whole operation up, because they'll get in there and they'll fake like yeah, and they'll be doing some stuff that is way off basis, and you ain't gonna be prepared for it. So we have a great opportunity. And then we got Captivated Notary, my man there. He is helping notaries to market themselves properly in a good professional way. Okay. I'm telling y'all now, fellas and ladies, it's time out for just all the dancing stuff. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, yes, we can show the fun side of us, but if you're trying to get into commercial loans and to big stuff, they don't want, they start looking at you. They don't want to see all of this. Woo, woo, turn it up. They don't need to see all of that. They want to see that you are for real, for real. They want to know that they can rely on you not to embarrass them when they leave you in a room with their customer who's sitting up here buying a $1 million or $10 million, $30 million property. I did a daggone house inspection for 4545 Commerce in Drive in Virginia Beach. It's the Westin Hotel. Somebody's buying that. Somebody had me go out there. I'm talking about the Westin Hotel. You look at that thing, is huge. And I'm sitting here like, whoa. And I said, I would love to be the notary for that. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I would love to be the notary for that actual closing. But I did a house inspection for it where I just went out and took pictures of the front of the building and all of that kind of stuff and everything. So there are great opportunities for us, but we got to get our act together and everything. So now what else you got going on with Captivated right now, Q?
Well, as you know, and we've mentioned, Notaries Unsealed is coming. So
Yep.
that's something that I'm putting a lot of work into right now to build this show. We're looking to build you something that's complete, and just like the name suggests, unsealed. We're going to be sharing a lot of ourselves. So formulating and growing this show, and trying to decide what direction and what we exactly want to bring to you guys that are here today, and everybody else that's going to catch us on the rerun. That's kind of what I've been up to, outside of just also working with all of the wonderful people that, and some of them are in this chat room right now, that have blessed me with the opportunity to do some work for them. Working on some websites right now, really trying to help some very passionate notaries that are passionate about their business and are trying to succeed and want to make sure that when they present themselves, they're doing it properly. Like Griff was saying, the competition is getting ready to get a little bit bigger. And so I'm really trying to make sure that we as notaries and as a people are representing ourselves correctly, and we have a product out there that we're putting out to the public that is worthy of something that should be on television, that should be on the radio, because when they start to look at you and they find your business, you want to show them that you are a quality business that has put the effort in to make sure that you're representing yourself professionally as in accordance to what we see in today's everyday market. So that's really what I'm trying to bring for everybody, and at a reasonable price. And I think that for anybody, and I really don't like to talk about my prices. They're on the website. You can see them if you want to see them. But if you look at other marketing companies or what other people are doing at the level that I'm doing at, it's really an affordable product. And on top of the fact that you'll always have somebody that's available for you to speak with. And you could talk to some of the people that are in this chat right now. All-Star Mobile Notary. She knows she can contact me at any time, and we can talk about whatever it is that needs to be talked about, and some of the other people that are in here too. So that's what I'm doing, man. Just trying to help people out, on top of taking my own signings and working on my general notary business. I'm just staying busy, man.
Yeah.
Doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Yep. And this here is the building that I had to go take a picture of. One side of the building, the right side of the building, that's the side that's closest, that's basically residential. The other side is a hotel.
That's pretty.
So somebody needed me to take a picture of that.
That's a pretty building, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So that's what I took a picture of the other day. I mean, this building ain't no joke, man. And stuff. And I was standing right down here. This is a performing arts theater down here in Virginia Beach, and there's some deals out there that, that hopefully one day we notaries those of us who are here, the party people, will be able to hop on and get into. But you have to present, TXB Virginia Beach. You have to present yourself the right way. You need to let them know that you are for real and they can trust you and everything. Yes, I'm doing training on Saturdays and Sundays right now. So if you go to the Notary Success System, put your name in the form, and then I will hit y'all back up. So I got about 7-8 people that I gotta send a meeting out to get with y'all so we can talk, go over some things, make sure y'all are all squared away and all of that.
Hey, Griff,
But,
what we got to talk about at some point?
Yeah.
We got to talk about what kind of deal we're going to get for people with Captivated that go through the Notary Success System.
Okay.
I think that's something that we need to discuss because they deserve something, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're down with the team.
Yeah. We got to put something together and everything. Because everybody who goes through, they get my help for their first 3 closings. That's a part of the cost. So once you get through the Notary Success System and you get your closings, all you got to do is just call me up. I got you. We'll do loan doc review, whatever we got to do via Zoom to help you to make sure you are squared away. Okay. And that's what you're getting. That's what you're getting with me and all of that. So yeah, that's not going to be a problem. We got to come up with something, and I'll start getting some ideas from people of what they're looking at doing, where they're at, how they plan on marketing themselves. I know some people just want to do the My Google Business. Some may want a website. Some may just want to do the Instagram. So we'll figure out what they want and come up with a package deal that they can, that can help them out.
I think that's a good idea. A little Griff special.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a great idea. We should do that for them.
Okay. Yeah. We'll try to get that set up, y'all, and then we'll put that pricing on the site and everything. So you have the Notary Success System with no marketing help, and then you have with marketing help and what you can get out of that. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
That's good. And you know what? I think we should do it after June 7th. And I'm gonna shameless plug here. Please forgive me. I gotta take the opportunity. After June 7th, the 20% off discount code is going away. So if you haven't signed up with Captivated and join the mailing list, you don't have to schedule a consult. Just join the mailing list. I'm gonna be sending you guys stuff as far as discounts, information about the podcast and things like that. Go ahead and sign up and get your discount code. It's good until June 7th. You got a couple more weeks to use it. And even if, you're not you want to do something, but you're not quite ready, we can definitely work something out and get you under contract. So that way that code still applies. All right. So definitely head over to captivatednotaryms.com and sign up. And then after that, we'll do something special for those people with the NSS program.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna make this thing happen for y'all, and everything. So hey, TXB, just hit him up on Instagram, or hold on. Let me give you the link to his.
Thank you, Griff.
We'll put that link in there real quick, like. So for Q, just go to Captivated Notary.
CaptivatedNotaryMS.com.
And there it is right there. And then I believe it's
All right. And then once you get to the site, you just click on, why is that off center? See, listen, running a website is a pain in the behind.
I told you.
So when you get, if you sign up with Griff and you're working with either one of us, these little things like that, when it happens, because I just looked at this, it didn't look like this. When it happens like that, you hit us up and we take care of it for you. And that's part of the benefits of working with Griff and us. So now I got to go fix this. Got me up here looking all jacked up.
Yep. And then all they're doing is clicking on Team Captivated, right?
Yep. Click on Team Captivated. It'll take you to a form. Fill it out.
And then y'all will be good to go. And then y'all will be a part of the Captivated Notary crew.
All right. Get you updates and send you to all types of coupon codes, and make sure you read them because the coupon codes will be in there. And I'm going to expect you to be able to give them to me. Now, this first time around, I had to ask people, what's the coupon code? What are you talking about? It was in the email that was sent out to you, when you subscribed. Oh, I didn't read it. I'm trying to save you money. and you ain't read my emails. You know how long it took me to write those emails? It takes time. It really does take time, and I'm trying to save y'all some money. So make sure if you do sign up, read the emails when they come through, because it's probably going to benefit you.
Gotcha. All right, party people, I'm about ready to bounce on up out of here. Go check on my pops, make sure he's good before I head out. And I'll see y'all for the training. Those of y'all, I will be sending out the email again, because like I said, there was something went wrong, and it might have been my fault, because it was like I think it was like 1 something in the morning, and I was a little half asleep when I sent it out.
We'll be on that vampire time, man.
I know, man. So I got to go back and resend the email out. But those of you who signed up for, went to the site, I will be getting with y'all over the weekend, because this is going to be a busy weekend, because I got 3 training sessions this weekend, 1 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday and everything. So, and some house inspection.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was done.
I was going to say, everybody attending, enjoy, realize that you were getting a great experience, and you're one of the first people on the ground floor to experience the Notary Success System. And take it for everything that it is. Pay attention and watch out for all those little things, little tricks that Griff put into his paperwork.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, thanks, everybody. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Peace.